Is your water safe? The shocking truth. You see that glass of water? Crystal clear, refreshing, right? Well, what if I told you that lurking beneath the surface could be a cocktail of invisible threats, silently contaminating every sip? We're talking hidden contaminants, harmful chemicals, and even microscopic critters that could turn your refreshing glass of water into a health hazard. Stick around because in this video, we're diving deep into the 5 hidden dangers lurking in your tap water, and more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly what you can do to protect yourself and your family. Think your tap water is safe? You might be in for a shock. The chlorine conspiracy? It's not as clean as you think. All right, let's kick things off with a big one. Chlorine. We've all been taught that chlorine is our friend, right? It keeps our pools clean, kills germs in our water, all that good stuff. And while it's true that chlorine plays a crucial role in disinfecting our water supply, there's a dark side to this chemical hero. You see, when chlorine reacts with organic matter in water, it can create what are called disinfection byproducts, or DBPs for short. Now, these DBPs, they're not just some harmless leftovers. We're talking about chemicals like trihalomethanes, THMs, and haloacetic acids, CHAs, which have been linked to some pretty serious health problems. Studies have shown a possible connection between long-term exposure to THMs in drinking water and an increased risk of certain types of cancer. The very thing that's added to our water to make it safer could potentially be putting our health at risk in the long run. But hey, don't go dumping out all your water just yet. The good news is that there are ways to combat these chemical baddies. And the best line of defense? You guessed it. Filtration. A high-quality water filter, especially one with a certified carbon filter, can significantly reduce the amount of chlorine and DBPs in your water. It's like having a bodyguard for your glass, screening out those unwanted guests before they can crash the party. So remember, when it comes to chlorine, moderation is key. A good filter is your best bet to strike that balance and ensure that every sip is as pure and healthy as can be. Lead and heavy metals, the silent threat lurking in your pipes. Okay, for this next one, we're going underground, literally, to uncover a hidden danger that's closer to home than you might think. Lead and heavy metals lurking in your pipes. Now, you might be picturing some ancient, crumbling Roman aqueduct, but the reality is, even modern plumbing systems can harbor these silent threats. See, back in the day, lead was a common material used in pipes because, well, it was cheap and easy to work with. But what they didn't realize back then was that lead is toxic, especially to young children. Exposure to even small amounts of lead can lead to developmental delays, learning difficulties, and a whole host of other serious health problems. And it's not just lead we have to worry about. Other heavy metals like mercury, arsenic, and cadmium can also find their way into our water supply through industrial pollution or naturally occurring deposits. These heavy hitters can wreak havoc on our bodies, damaging our organs, messing with our hormones, and even increasing the risk of certain cancers. Now, here's the scary part. You can't taste, smell, or see these heavy metals in your water. They're like invisible ninjas, silently infiltrating your glass and potentially harming your health without you even knowing it. So, what's a savvy water warrior to do? Well, the first step is to know your pipes. If you live in an older home, especially one built before the 1980s, there's a good chance you might have lead pipes lurking somewhere in your plumbing system. Getting your water tested is the only way to know for sure if you have a problem. Chapter 3. Hard water, the sneaky saboteur of your home and health. All right, let's talk about hard water. Now, this one might not sound as scary as lead poisoning or bacterial infections, but trust me, hard water is a sneaky saboteur that can wreak havoc on your home, your appliances, and even your health. So what exactly is hard water? Well, it all comes down to minerals. You see, as water travels through the ground, it picks up minerals like calcium and magnesium. Now, these minerals aren't necessarily bad for you, they're actually essential nutrients. But when they're present in high concentrations in your water, that's when things start to get, well, hard. Hard water leaves behind telltale signs. Ever notice those stubborn white spots on your dishes, shower doors, or faucets? That's mineral buildup, my friends. A surefire sign that hard water is wreaking havoc in your home. And it's not just about aesthetics. Hard water can shorten the lifespan of your appliances. Those mineral deposits can clog pipes, reduce water flow, and force your appliances to work harder, leading to premature breakdowns and costly repairs. But here's the thing. hard water doesn't just mess with your home, it can also impact your health. Remember those minerals we talked about? Well, when they accumulate on your skin, they can disrupt its natural moisture balance, leading to dryness, irritation, and even exacerbating skin conditions like eczema. Hard water can also do a number on your hair, making it feel dry, brittle, and prone to breakage. Chapter 4. Bacteria and Parasites. The unseen invaders in your drinking water. All right, folks, brace yourselves because this next one's not for the faint of heart. We're about to delve into the microscopic world of bacteria and parasites. Those unseen invaders that could be hitching a ride in your drinking water. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Mark, my water's crystal clear. How could there possibly be tiny creatures living in there? Well, here's the thing. You can't judge a book by its cover, and you certainly can't judge the safety of your water by its clarity. Even water that looks perfectly clean and refreshing could be harboring a whole ecosystem of microscopic baddies just waiting for the opportunity to set up shop in your gut. We're talking about bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, and Legionella, as well as parasites like Giardia and Cryptosporidium. These microscopic villains can cause a whole host of unpleasant symptoms, from nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea to more serious infections that can land you in the hospital. And in some cases, especially for young children, the elderly, or people with weakened immune systems, these waterborne illnesses can even be life-threatening. So how do these uninvited guests end up in our water supply? Well, contamination can occur at any point along the water's journey from its source to your tap. Leaky pipes, faulty sewage systems, and agricultural runoff can all introduce harmful bacteria and parasites into the water we drink. Now, before you swear off tap water forever and start building an underground bunker, there are ways to protect yourself. The most important thing is to make sure your water comes from a reliable source that's properly treated and disinfected. But even if you trust your municipal water supply, it's still a good idea to add an extra layer of protection with a home water filter. Chapter 5. Iron and Manganese, the metal mayhem. Staining your home and your health. Now let's talk about iron and manganese. These metallic troublemakers might not be as well known as some of the other contaminants we've covered, but trust me, they can wreak havoc on your home and your health. Now you might be thinking, iron? Like in my cereal? That's supposed to be good for me, right? And you're not wrong. Iron is an essential mineral that our bodies need to function properly. But just like with anything else, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. When iron and its partner in crime, manganese, are present in high concentrations in your water, they can turn your plumbing into a rusty nightmare. We're talking about stubborn reddish-brown stains in your sinks, toilets, and bathtubs. Those stains are actually iron oxide, better known as rust, and they're a telltale sign that you've got an iron problem on your hands. Manganese, on the other hand, leaves behind a black or brownish-black stain, often mistaken for mold or mildew. And if you think those stains are just an aesthetic nuisance, think again. Over time, iron and manganese can build up inside your pipes, restricting water flow and reducing water pressure. And if left unchecked, these metallic villains can even corrode your plumbing, leading to leaks, bursts, and a whole lot of headaches. But here's the kicker. Iron and manganese aren't just bad for your pipes, they can also impact your health. Long-term exposure to high levels of iron in drinking water has been linked to liver problems, heart disease, and even an increased risk of certain cancers. Manganese, while also an essential nutrient in small amounts, can be toxic in high doses, potentially causing neurological problems, especially in infants and young children. So, how do you protect yourself from this metallic mayhem? Well, the first step is to get your water tested to determine the levels of iron and manganese present. If the levels are high, you'll need to install a water treatment system that's specifically designed to remove these minerals. One of the most effective solutions is a reverse osmosis system designed strictly for drinking water. Now, if you're looking for something on a whole house level, you should explore an air injection oxidation system, or AIO for short. So there you have it, folks. The shocking truth about the hidden dangers lurking in your tap water. But hey, don't freak out. Now that you're armed with this knowledge, you can take action to protect yourself and your family. Remember, clean, safe water is non-negotiable. So be proactive, get your water tested, invest in a good filtration system, and join me in the fight for clean water for all. Hit subscribe for more tips on how to protect your home and improve your water quality. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If this video opened your eyes and you would like to dive deeper into this topic, call Brilliant Water Technologies, Louisiana's top water treatment company. It's time to take back your tap, protect your family, protect your health, protect your investments. It's time to stop guessing. It's time to get some peace of mind. Your water could be harming you. You're running out of time.